His Excellency, India's External Affairs Minister, His Excellency, Myanmar Foreign Affairs Minister, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Laos, and His Excellency, ASEAN Secretary General, ministers, deputy ministers, colleagues from ASEAN member states, the President of FICCI, Mr. Birla, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen. I join my colleagues in thanking India and its private sector for organizing the sixth edition of the Delhi Dialogue. I also welcome this opportunity to participate in this dialogue, a 1.5 track that allows us in government to go beyond our official dialogues and take in and listen to the private sector and to the academia. I come here not only as a track 1 participant representing my government, but also as a quasi-track 2 participant, having been involved in the academic world of research and also being the senior official for APEC, being involved with private sector activities and interests. It is said in my country that one will not know where he will be going to unless he knows where he came from. Allow me, therefore, to go into the historical context of ASEAN-India relations. In 1992, India adopted the Look East policy, not only because it awakened to its potential role in East and Southeast Asia, but also due to the reality that its premier economic partner, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, has gone. It was also at this time when India had just pulled itself from a major financial disaster. Led by its brilliant finance minister, now Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, India adopted a more open economic and financial framework. In 1992, as India was restructuring itself and navigating itself in a unipolar world, ASEAN 6 was growing fast and furious until it also got hit by its own financial crisis in 1997, which was the 30th year anniversary of ASEAN and the beginning of ASEAN 10. The Look East policy of India shifted its paradigm and guided its entry into ASEAN partnership as a sectoral dialogue partner in 1992. 3 years later, it became a full dialogue partner with the same status as the United States, China, Japan, the European Union, Australia, New Zealand, and later Russia. It is worth noting that in 1995, when India became a full dialogue partner, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam were not yet with ASEAN. Technically, we can say that India had been engaged in the ASEAN process for almost 3 years before ASEAN 10 came into existence. Next year, 2015, marks 20 years of full partnership with India and ASEAN. In 2002, 20 years after India started as a sectoral dialogue partner, our leaders elevated our partnership to a strategic level as enshrined in the ASEAN-India Vision Statement. Now we are facing the challenge of where to go, how to fully realize our combined energies, how to shape our common but differentiated policies, and how to define India's role vis-à-vis ASEAN's in shaping our region. The Philippines wishes to see ASEAN as a big stakeholder in the security, geopolitical, and economic architecture of the region by upholding and promoting the Panchila principles and the rule of law in accordance with international law, including the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. India, if it so desires, can play a good distinct role in promoting and respecting cultural and religious diversity as being the birthplace of major Asian religions, especially Buddhism and Hinduism. As the home of 160 million Muslims, India is the second largest Muslim nation in the world bigger than all of the Arab world and the Gulf states combined. India has managed its 1.2 billion people with different languages, different writing scripts, different traditions, different religions, and even different temperaments. How does India do it? I believe it lies in its democracy. India is the largest democracy in the world with its universal suffrage. Though India has not been spared from the tediousness, the imperfections, and the messiness of the democratic process, democracy makes an excellent match for the diversity of and within India. A few Asian states, both big and small, view democracy as an impediment to economic growth, that political freedoms have to be placed in the back burner. India has shown otherwise. Its rise has called into question the view that political rights cannot be pursued side by side with economic rights. India, as a democracy, is seen as a more benign power with its open debates and free press. India can therefore exploit or use its benign image to promote the core principles of democracy and economic development it adheres to. Investors are attracted to open and transparent economies. India should therefore not only look east, it should go east and advocate for open institutions, open markets, open regulations, while promoting and assuring human development. Then Asia will cease to be seen by non-Asians as a region with two standards when it comes to respecting the basic rights of man. Thank you very much.